If you were running the Mets, what do you do with Matt Harvey right now?
I get him right, healthy.
But what would you do?
First of all,
what would you do then?
I would have kept him in the minors to start the season. I would have kept him in Florida.
But I mean,
right
at this point, Sandy gets fired. You're in charge now.
Right now, I would probably send him over to Germany. Get a little,
There you go.
Special
now
PRP.
we're talking
Kobe treatment?
Exactly.
No, I would listen. I would just keep throwing him out there at this point. I mean, this
Really?
season's essentially over. Let's face it. I mean, you're 12 behind, you're 12 back in the wild card. Honestly, so
That's 12 back of the wild card.
and your closer's out for the season. Syndergaard's out for the foreseeable future. David Wright apparently can resume baseball activity on July 1st. So this is your team. This is your team.
Are you really trotting out David Wright?
No, you're not.
When
This
you're
is who
12
you have.
games out of a
This is who you have. It's not getting any better at this point.
Norman Dale.
Cespedes
This is your
is
team.
a hard jog to first away from blowing up his quad. He's at second stretching the thing out. He's making me nervous. Duda doesn't want to slide. I mean,
hard
where's
jog.
where's the sense of urgency? Duda slows down and then doesn't slide into home. Like, what are we doing? You're trying to win baseball games. So no, you get these guys right. Mentally, he needs to get right. And listen, the fact that he's dealing with what he was dealing with, that's not an injury that just happens. That's an injury that happens over time. If he's telling you since spring training that his arm doesn't feel right, it takes him a while to get it going, there's clearly something going on.
The scapular thing,
Yeah, that means he's thrown so much with a weak shoulder that the muscle has actually pulled the bone away from the bone. So the bone being attached to the muscle is actually pulled away, so now he's got a fracture in the bone.
Right. He broke his own bone.
With his,
By
from throwing a baseball.
he broke his bone.
Repetitively. Yeah, that's what's going on with the Mets right now.
Imagine
and
that.
you wonder what's going on.
Did you know you could break a bone by throwing a baseball?
Yeah.
Like
I've
your
seen a
own.
guy- Did you see the guy break his arm when he threw the baseball?
Well, but that was tragic. What happened there?
I mean, this injury right here is probably, for me, the biggest indictment right now of the Mets.
Because of the way it was handled?
Because this goes back to what I
When you
went
say
with.
Syndergaard's is?
No, this is worse.
Now,
Because
why is this
Syndergaard's-
worse,
Because
though?
Syndergaard's just happened. Like, that's a freak. You tear your lat.
Yeah, but
No, it's not a freak. You tear your lat. You tore your lat because you
didn't-
overtrained this offseason without throwing.
Number one.
They can't control that, though. As much as you want to sit here and say they can control that,
But
they
why
don't.
can't
They
they
don't
control
control
that, though?
because they don't control any of their players. Because no player is going to live in Florida, first of all, and pay to work out with a guy when they can live at home and pay to work out with their own guy.
All right, no,
that's
but-
not going to happen.
So why should they have to pay to train with the strength coach that the team employs?
I just said that.
That makes no
I
sense.
just said that.
But
That's
you
exactly
can-
what I just said.
But that's what I'm saying. So that is within your control, though. That's what I'm saying.
Walk that back. Exactly.
That's
walk
within
that
your
back.
control.
You can control it, but they couldn't control it because of how poor the structure
Players
was.
don't stick around usually to work out with the team strength coaches. They don't do it. Could they have been more? Could they have done more due diligence to make sure he doesn't gain all the weight? Probably, but the guy's not living with with Noah Syndergaard in Texas. He's not. And I said this a year ago. When you look at his Instagram, he works out in a gym that's full of bodybuilders. Like he likes being a meathead, which is fine. I mean, it hasn't affected him up until this point.
He took on the whole Thor thing.
But the
He
problem
really
I'm
did.
saying with the whole Matt situation is the guy's coming off of a surgery that not many pitchers come back from, period.
Right.
So you should be closely monitoring what's going on. If the guy is telling you it takes me at least an inning to get my arm right, why? And you're asking him to pitch on less days. Oh, hey, Jacob deGrom can't pitch. Can you jump in? Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, and Matt's scarred
what are
from
we
2 years
doing?
ago when he was called out, or at least essentially called out because they didn't think he was a team guy. He was all about himself because of the 200 innings limit. He's scarred from that. So now, anytime they need him, he's like, oh, I'm ready to go because he doesn't want that reputation.
Because he doesn't want to be known as a selfish player. He
That's
wants to be a team guy.
Yeah.
But the reason I say this injury as opposed to any other injury, 'cause it's a repetition injury. Like Syndergaard's was, he put on too much weight, fine. But that was, okay, one pitch and boom, the lat muscle goes.
Right.
This is, you have to keep doing this. And this isn't like one pitch and all of a sudden you have a scapular injury. This is, he keeps doing it and fighting through something and fighting through something and fighting through something. And no one on that team is like, hey, Matt, there's probably a reason why it takes you an extra 45 minutes to get warm for a game because there's something going on in your shoulder.